I want to say something, but you know I want to see. You got dynamite. That's what's going to be the end of me. I bet you to stop talking. And I'm going to see. An explosion. That's what's going to be the end of me. I want to say something, but you know I want to see. You got dynamite. That's what's going to be the end of me. I bet you to stop talking. An explosion. That's what's going to be the end of me. That's what's going to be the end.
Okay, peace, peace, peace from the House of Tanya 23. How is everyone doing this evening? I hope everyone is doing well. Oh no, I think I forgot a crucial part of this whole thing. My reading glasses. Alright, just gonna show y'all how I tap in and correct my vision. Boom. Move my phone, looked in the box, think of my glasses. Who's to say how you correct your vision? Magic. You must have an open mind. Anyways, it was meant for me to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so today, every day I pull an oracle card. And I have a lovely deck called the White Light Oracle. And it's very enlightening. And I pulled 2 cards from there today. And I always say to Spirit, I'm going to share whatever card I pull. And so today we have Bastet of 174 hertz. If you know anything about the goddess Bastet, who is from ancient Kemet, aka Egypt, she was the cat goddess. There are many documentaries out there explaining her mythology. But she is the difference between, she's actually Sekhmet's sister, and she is the difference between the lioness, which is Sekhmet, and the domesticated house cat, which is Bastet. And so when you get into the actual science of it all, you find out that they are actually a genetic mutation created by the African. Your very first, what you would call breeding, DNA splicing, and creation. That's another creation story of Bastet and the domesticated house cat. Okay. So when I went into my reference book, I began to read about Bastet 174 hertz. Now, For the healing community, we know that 174 hertz is the healing frequency where healing takes place at that frequency. So we have our tuning forks and different things that represent 174 hertz when we're doing our healing sessions and different things. And we can combine them with other frequencies as well. But yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Now, before I actually pulled the card, I was sitting in my favorite chair here. But you guys, I don't know if you can see. I think I'm as high as I get. Let me see. Need to get higher. Oh yeah. See, I had invested in a gaming chair, and I had this fixation because I needed red and black because mi papi alegua ahí bobo, red and black. So I wanted my chair, my throne to be red and black. But it wasn't comfortable when I got it here. It was a cheaper version of what I got. But then, Papi, he hooked it up, and I got rid of that chair and ordered me the real deal. My chair reclined. You know what I'm saying? I could go way back. You feel what I'm saying? I could go high, real high. My feet are off the floor because I'm only 5'4", so I need to be able to be above the situation. And then it also has the vibration frequency going on. And it pulls out, and I can recline my feet because I got a slide out. Makes it okay. Boss 1116. That's how we doing this year. You know what I'm saying? Self-love, self-development, stuff like that, I spend a lot of time, hours and hours and hours upon hours on my computer. I need a comfortable chair. So, yeah. And truth be told, ode to crypto. Ode to crypto, because that's how I got my chair job. That's how I got my thing. Yes, honey. See what I'm saying? I'm with the thing. You know what I'm saying? Killing it. Crypto, y'all. I will be showing about how I spiritually work with that. Even though right now it looks like it's a grim situation. You got to shave off something. I bless myself. While the market's going down, I brought it out. So that's what we need to do. Think. You leave something in there and you play with it, blah, blah. But, yes. Yes, that's what you do. But know that they're diamonds in the rough. And so I'm going to be coming back talking about a little bit more with my little people that vibe with me about how to be picking these things spiritually and how I go about it. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm executive styling. You see how I'm executive doing it. Okay? That's how this goes. But, yeah, so I want to read the description for everyone because this applies to us all for utilizing Bastet at 174 hertz. Okay? 5 with me now. 5 with me, y'all. Let me see. Can I do the chat? If anyone decides to want to leave me a little chat or anything, come on now, with a sister. It's all good. I ain't gonna bite. I ain't gonna bite you now. I ain't gonna bite you. Not today. I'm vibing at 174 hertz. I don't bite today. No stingers. I'm gonna stinger down. Because I got love for my ride or die for my nigga. That's how we do it. Now, Bastet of 174 hertz. Listen, you've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower, healing rhythm. and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. The Egyptian cat-headed goddess of dance, festivals, birth, healing, and sacred potions is known as Bastet. Her sacred cult was one of beauty, pleasure, and enjoyment. Worshipping her was not about ignoring the problems that are part of being alive. In fact, just as cats can see in the dark and are natural and skillful hunters, Bastet was often called upon for psychic protection from hidden negativities and to secure one's life force and enhance one's vitality. In her role as healer and creatrix of magical healing potions and sacred perfumes. That's how real this is, family. Don't let nobody tell you about your path. We're going to sidebar. Don't let nobody tell you about your path, because your path is with you. It's within you, and it's different than everybody else's. Now, it's a known fact that I am the House of Tanya 23, and I am Serqet. I also am in communion with all my other sister goddesses, Sekhmet, Bastet, all the other Orishas, Oshun. I work with Oba. She's a little different. And also, I create my own entities. I have Prana. He's sitting right over there, the black yogi. Among many others, Ast, Serqet, Isis. And so, when I work with my oracle, it always applies to me directly, but this doesn't just apply to me globally. So this is a message for anyone that vibes with Serqet, that works with healing oils, potions, and things of the like, because we're out here. We are out here doing our own healing modalities. We are creating and we are tapping into the energy because the ancestors are tapping in with us, okay? They tap in with us and we can't hide it, and we're not going to hide it. Y'all got this thing where y'all be calling people hotepers. I don't understand what that's all about, because you do you and you let everybody else do them. But what works for us, because we didn't say anything when we was running around with Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Okay? But we live in a better life in our own lanes. You see, you shouldn't criticize others. But breaking down the information is something else. And bringing truth to falsity is another thing. But what I practice is true to me, and it's all about me, and it manifests me every day, all day. And so that's what I'm rolling with. And I don't bother anybody else, and I don't expect nobody to bother me. Let everybody be themselves, and you do you. You do your self-development. Whoever vibes with me, I'm going to vibe with them. Take care of what you got to do, but don't shun nobody else from the light, because it will shine whether you like it or not. You don't have to like the situation. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I say. But I don't disrespect anybody, so don't try to disrespect me. Okay? Because I share everything as far as information or whatever. And I love people. And if people know what was good for them, they will like me too. Do unto others as you would like to be done unto you. You be righteous and you'll receive that. Because Don't get it fucked up. You ain't better than nobody. So we ain't even gonna come in the game like that. Let me go back to 174 hertz because I have sidebar. You see, because in these YouTube esoteric streets, it's kind of mean. But we all have a place here, and I'm here to get my spot. Okay? And I'm a vibe with those that vibe with me. But I'm one of those that vibe at 174 hertz like Bastet, because if she's a goddess of oils and potions that are infused with crystals and gems, then there you go. And I've been doing this. This ain't something that I just started. So this is a prophetic oracle. Don't fool yourself for 1 minute. And that's not the only card. We want to keep moving. Bastet was often called upon for psychic protection from hidden negativities and to secure one's life force and enhance one's vitality. Tap into your ancestors to pull out the things that you need. Don't be worrying and listening to nobody else. What you eat what they eat don't make you shit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? In her role as a healer and creatrix of magical healing, potions, and sacred perfumes, she integrates healing with pleasure, relaxation, and a sensual connection to the physical world of nature, including beautiful natural oils and jewels made with precious and semi-precious stones. Bastet shows us how to slow down and smell the roses whilst applying their perfumed oil to our bodies and breathing in their high frequency scent to protect and soothe the heart. She is the guardian of and guide into the sumptuous feminine paradise that brings healing, a willingness to connect to earth and the body, and a capacity to experience sacred healing, playfulness, exuberance, and natural states of joy. Don't we all need natural states of joy? Some of you are so tight. The healing frequency of 174 hertz is known as the pain relieving frequency, a natural anesthesia. It is a musical version of the similar low frequency purring of a cat. The cat's purr is considered medically therapeutic, as is 174 hertz. This frequency creates an experience of grounding and slowing down and evokes deep healing for body and mind, providing love and peace to organs and tissues, strengthening your bones and your soul. The Oracle of Bastet 174 hertz asks you to slow down and take some time to heal, rest, relax, and enjoy your life. Then you can more effortlessly be the source of positive energy. We deal with issues far more effectively from a place of peace and relaxation than from stress. If you're interested in exploring any of the sacred arts of pleasure, including music, sound, food, touch, and massage, healing, play, dance, celebration, and art, color therapy, or healing with crystals and oils, this oracle encourages you to do so. Such avenues are authentic and helpful for your soul healing. If you've been too hard on yourself, it's time to be kind to yourself. Question and heal any guilt or shame which has prevented you from enjoying the natural pleasures of your body. You are encouraged to enjoy life. Your delight can be a source of positive energy for yourself and others too. This life is a gift of Bastet of 174 hertz. Reminds us that when we are moving too fast, we will miss out on much, including being present for and sharing ourselves with our loved ones. If an issue has been troubling you, This oracle brings guidance that there is an approach available that can reduce suffering and increase your feelings of happiness. Open your heart to the divine feminine for guidance and inspiration. Bastet is a portent of joy and celebration. Believe in the happiness and healing your heart can create and attract. Bastet at 174 hertz. Bastet, 174 hertz. This is actually MCT brand grade coconut oil. And it has some flower essences in it for awesome smell. And it has the amethyst vibrating all through it. And it's very clear. You can see right through it. This is a pure MCT oil. Yes. Direct absorption. I do these custom. I use all different kinds of crystals depending on what it is we need to use it for. Yes, there's many of us out here, but I'd like to say I'm unique. I haven't seen anyone doing the crystal oils, my child. Oh, yes. If you can smell, one day we're going to be able to smell through the microphones and through the computers. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, my little temples here, too. Yes, I do. Okay. And with the MCT oil, boom, going to a pineal gland on up in there. Cut it back up. Do a little back lock. Oh, yes, honey. We be ready before we go out there in this old crazy world. And I keep all my oils charged up under the copper pyramid. Absolutely. And I keep big, giant crystals around. Here's one. Probably seen this one. This is one of my favorites. But I got tons and tons of crystals all over. And this is my energy space. One day you'll see the whole thing. You haven't seen it yet. It's glorious. Absolutely. But it's sort of private. But yes, that's it. That was very needed. And there were two other cards that I'm going to share, because I always do 3. Actually, Bastet was the second card. But I was really resonating with that because I into the oils and the potions and different things with the crystals. And I know I'm onto something. Fire. Straight fire. Yeah, I definitely have reviews that are available but not online. Try it and you'll see. If you have any issues or anything like that, I can be reached at houseoftanya23@gmail.com. Go on my website, www.houseoftanya23.com, and you can click on Contact Us, and you can contact us. Contact me, the goddess of 10,000 names. And yeah, I actually have 10,000 names. You'll see a lot of them as I share myself. But we're going to go to the second card, which is another one that was good for me. Spirit animal. That's my spirit animal. One of them. The crow. So the ivory wish fulfilling crow. Don't get it messed up. Crows ain't bad. Okay, I don't know what the hell you heard, but crows aren't bad, honey. Check out the spiritual meanings of crows, my dear. Sometimes they are signs, but they are never bad. Nothing in nature is bad. It's all in your perspective. Just to share, this is definitely my spirit animal. And this is pure onyx. That's onyx right there. That's obsidian, sweetheart. My bad. It's obsidian. But yes, let us proceed on to the ivory wish-fulfilling crow. But you know what that one's all about. It's beautiful. Here's the message from the Oracle. Ivory wish-fulfilling crow. You can now have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers, and even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through the fulfillment of your potential. The form of a crow and lives atop the magical wish-fulfilling tree, thriving whether there be feast or famine in the world. As a highly evolved supernatural being, he has outlived the ending of numerous world ages. They're talking about Bashunda in the mysterious Hindu sage. No calamity or cataclysm can take the powerful divine tree or the creatures who live within its shelter. The sacred tree is a place of sanctuary and protection, where no harm can befall any of its inhabitants. The wish-fulfilling tree is a spiritual symbol for the soul, the heart, and the divine or enlightened sages who guide and protect humanity, and represents a high level of consciousness which is abundant and in harmony with the universe, and therefore blissful, free, and generous. This oracle reminds you that you align the spirit, you are aligning with the powerful field of grace, which has protective and strengthening qualities. It is a spiritual tonic with effect in all dimensions and all realms of existence. The price for such sacred empowerment is the surrender of one's ego. This is a lifelong journey for most of us rather than a one-time event. We recondition our minds in the ways of spirit again and again. We disentangle our hearts from societal conditioning based in fear, dominance, greed, and victimization of getting one's personal desires met at any cost. We recognize there is a profound difference between taking and receiving. We trust in what is destined for us. Stories abound in the Hindu tradition of various wish-fulfilling manifestations, from goddess to trees to crows and gems, which is in other cultures as well, namely the Egyptian and Kemet cultures is where they even got it from. When someone sought to possess the wish-fulfilling treasure for their own personal use, they would always be thwarted by the higher spiritual intelligence of love, which cannot be controlled or manipulated, but remains as it is, pure and generously giving all that is needed to the receptive heart. Ivory is an organic material like bone, which makes up the tusks and teeth of numerous animals of land and sea. Tusks are used to brush away vegetation and obstacles to help an animal move through its environment. Therefore, one metaphysical correspondence of ivory is the ability to move through even inhospitable environments successfully. The message of the ivory wish-fulfilling crow is that one does not have to dominate or manipulate others to attain success. It is not to align with spirit and trust that your sacred inner work is sufficient to attract whatever is needed to manifest your higher purpose. You can attain what you seek by becoming and radiating rather than through contriving or manipulating. This teaches that when the cosmic fire of transformation becomes too intense, we can focus upon the sacred waters. When the winds of change blow ferociously, we focus upon the mountain. When the waters become such that we fear becoming submerged, it is best to focus upon the movement of the air. He is describing the way of responsiveness and balance. You can recognize what is happening and adjust your sails to suit the winds, rather than trying to change the ways of nature. This oracle guides you to trust that you will reach your destination, even when there are forces beyond your control. You don't need to be more powerful than oppressive forces to overcome them. In connection with your heart temple of spirit, you will be empowered to proceed on your path with abundance, wisdom, and joy. Ashe, Shem, Utab. Yes, 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 yes. White Wolf Oracle. I don't know if you can feel the energy. I sure enough can. Ooh, yeah, that was powerful. Same kind of thing they be feeling up in the church, but we ain't up in no church right now. We dealing with pure spirit. Now here's the last oracle card that is pulled. It's called a Shekinah. We'll talk about what that really means. The Shekinah is a Hebrew word, but it's actually a remix of spirit. Shekinah, the highest form of consciousness. The Christ consciousness is compared to Shekinah. It's a glory, but it's actually a feminine energy. So let's talk about this. The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles. Grow your wisdom and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path and let your personality integrate with all the facets of your life. I just said that before. I hadn't read this previously, but yes, don't let nobody tell you about your spiritual journey and what you should be doing. That is your path. It is unique to you. I'm just here to help with self-development, to get people comfortable to the point where they could tell somebody, fuck off, go and do your own thing. If you want to vibe with me, we can vibe together. I accept you, you accept me. But if you don't, beat it. And with this, we're just moving forward with that because we all have to be ourselves. It's too much out there in society that's trying to make us be like something else that we're not. So let's read about what they say Shekinah is. Shekinah is a Hebrew word that translates as the dwelling place of the divine. Shekinah is the embodiment of light. Ka. We say Ka, which is the embodiment of light. It's a feminine energy. Light. They're talking about light. Okay. Doesn't matter Hebrew, what culture, whatever. It's speaking of light. Light is light. Light is she. She is in us when we are living our spiritual path, applying our wisdom and principles. So our actions, our courage, our choices awaken compassion in our world. We are the sacred change makers and the healers of the collective. The divine electricity of spirit needs willing soul bugs to shine forth in the world. In the esoteric tradition of Kabbalah, Shekinah is the sacred feminine, the capacity for an experience of spirit entering the soul of a human being. When a soul is approaching the sacred experience of Shekinah, the ego has given way to some degree. There is enough inner space and heart willingness to surrender and receive to that spirit can infuse your soul. The soul becomes more luminous with white light. We resonate more with spirit than with ego. We feel like our true selves. When the soul becomes Shekinah, a holy dwelling place of spirit, our experience is very different to the ego-driven way of living. We also down and accomplish that which is meaningful. We feel connected to all that is. So we are inspired to do what we can to help according to our tendencies and talents. We co-create rather than compete. We accomplish our aspirations because we are no longer in our heads, but practicing our practical path daily. Our practices resonate with our hearts, increasing our awareness, love, presence, patience, commitment, and peace. Our spiritual practices are our life raft. When the oceans of life become wild and our magic carpet, when we feel stuck and need inspiration and freedom. Our practices increase our compassion for ourselves and others. When Shekinah is in your reading, you have both permission and encouragement from spirit to embrace spiritual practices that resonate with your heart and commit to them, especially when you think you don't need them or they don't seem to be doing anything for you. Those are times you need them most. To embrace Shekinah is to embrace action, to commit, to engage, to walk our talk, and to be light we want to see in our world. The ideas that nature and inspire your heart are important, but the actions that transform hesitation, fear, and doubt into boldness, trust, and confidence are essential to bring those ideas to life. You have it within you to live your life and to put all your problems and concerns into the capable hands, a deeper guiding wisdom. You are not giving away your power in doing so. You are actually empowering your sacred fulfillment. This oracle brings notice of an opportunity to apply your spiritual principles. You are encouraged to consider how you can live so that your inner beliefs and outer actions are in alignment. This is not about denying the ego and its pains. It is about having compassion and responding from a place of kindness and determination to heal. The oracle also suggests a matter of a material or physical concern can be touched and healed by spirit. Your task is to invite spirit in and allow it to do what it knows how to do. Find relief in the knowledge that spirit is with you and wants you to heal through all matters of concern. Ashe, Shem, Hotep. Connect consciously with your heart. Connect consciously with your spirit. Connect consciously with your higher self. Connect consciously with your lower self and bring them all into alignment. Take it from me. It is possible. A fireball in the midst of the ocean. I am at peace, and you can be too. There are many of us out there that are in and out of peace, but we must learn that we are the gift of the Magi. We, the people, do what we must do, and we need to continue to lift each other up, no matter what. Even when somebody piss you off, Find somebody to lift up, because that's how you raise the frequency of the planet. You continue to be in your higher self. Look at everybody like they is your children. How do you love your children? Do you love your children in a harsh way? Huh? How do you deal with your children? You teach them lessons. That's how you deal with other people. Oh yeah, let me tell you, it can get hard and tedious and testing at times. But I believe that you can achieve. You can do it. You can be in your higher self. Because let me tell you, I've been in some blood boiling situations to where I had to let it burn and bring it down in a short amount of time. Not easy, but you can do it. Just think, when you are when you rising into your higher self, you look at somebody like they're your child, like they're your children. If they treating you bad and doing you wrong, you know how you deal with them should be on a level of a parent teaching a child, because there are so many children walking around in adult bodies. Yeah, in this exorcism time. That's how these things are happening in these times. With love, we shut that shit down. Now I love you. This how you tell them. You see the situation for what it is. And this how you tell them. Yeah, I see. Oh, that's how you doing. Okay. Guess what? I ain't with that shit. That shit ain't exactly right. But if that's how you want to live, that's on you. I'm going to have to slide. Don't think about coming up with no attitude. It ain't going to be none of them. Or you don't say shit. You just slide. And let them leave it to their imagination what's going down. But anyway, protect yourself. Do what's good for you. Don't let nobody kill your goddamn vibe. If it's something you want to do it. Go past what anybody thinks of you. Because it don't matter how you look. It don't matter that you what? Everybody has their space, and there's enough room for everyone. We're not here to take advantage of nobody, and we're not here to be taken advantage of, because we're vibing at 174 hertz here at the House of Tanya 23, and anytime we come through, it's going to be of substance. We ain't over here fooling around, and it ain't many of you I want to talk about. I'll be talking about some other things, and that's how I'll vibe with my people out there that need a break from the chaos and vibe about some things that we can learn, each one teach one, and we come back and give the facts. You know what I'm saying? Anything else? Ain't got time for you, man. Because here at the House of 23, we're elevating constantly. And we want to say peace, Uncle Jocelyn, Namas, love and light, one, to everybody out there. And I'll leave this to you from the moon deck, from my moon deck. On this full moon, how about you surrender to the divine? Don't focus on the person. Focus on the divine. And everything else shall be added unto you, my people. Peace out. I am the goddess Serqet. Peace, love, and light to you all. Until the next time.